Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta. NHL season has begun. Go Sharks, Macklin Celebrini, and Toronto Maple Leaf. Anyway, this one is about EVH 5150 iconic EL34 head. Let's listen to a song first I wrote, inspired by this fantastic amplifier, I must say. Then the usual signal chain, gear, and then I'm gonna, go through the amplifier and so on. Alright, enjoy, rock and roll. Alright, a little bit Noodling, like usual. So, the signal chain. This is a ESP Mirage Custom from 1987 with EMG 81 and S single coil pickups. Then into my pedal board, but the only thing I used on the song and now when I knew was the wah. So no overdrive, no boost in front of the amp. Then it goes to the amplifier actually to KHE Audio Electronics amp switcher, then to the head, and then from the head to FireEdge power station. I'm attenuating it a little bit. And then it goes to the cabinet, which is in another room, and that is a Marshall 9060B vintage with the Marshall branded vintage V30s. And I'm miking that with the SM57 and Sennheiser MD421. Then the signal goes here. I'm summing that with Radial's 2-to-1 summing. So I get one sound. The 57 is the major, and then I blended in the 421 a little bit to get a bit woof. And then it goes to Universal Audio's Apple X8 Unison preamp, which is SSL, and then into Pro Tools. And that's it. On the song, you know, I doubled the right rhythm guitar afterwards, and on the solo I just added a little bit of Eventide 83000 harmonizer, and then a Soundchoice Echo Boy delay there. And then the last throw there, that was a Soundchoice Echo Boy ping pong delay. You heard when it kind of did this. So that's it. Basically no post EQ. I took a little bit out of the EL500 and 4K-ish and added a tiny bit of 90 Hz and 8K. We're talking by 0.5, 1 dB, you know, of cuts and boosts. Nothing major, just to clean it up a little bit. Now there's nothing, it's just straight in, and you know, that kind of worked better in the mix, those small EQ tweaks. But I didn't want to do too much, because this is about the amp, and that's how the amp sounds, basically with the minimum EQ, you know, in the context of a mix. I think I took also a little bit low end off, just to give room for the bass. Okay, so yes, Iconic, it's EL34 based, and then I need to cheat a little bit. I did a video of the original Iconic 606 a long time ago, I think. And this is some kind of a, you know, there is preamp tubes, but I think one of them is a phase inverter, and one is the gain, and I think there's something more. Well, you can check the details from EVH website. I'll put the link in there. I don't want to go through that. Honestly, I know that this is just my personal opinion, but I don't really care. If it feels good and sounds good, it's good. No matter if the overdrive is generated by tube or, you know, whatever. But yeah, this amp is pretty cool. So that was the sound when I noodled, and you know what I used, basic sound, no overdrive in front. This guitar is now in drop D flat. So let's go through the controls. My settings now, what they were, was low 6, mid noon, highs 6.5, volume 4, no boost, no reverb, no burn switch. The gain was around noon, resonance at noon, presence almost at 8. So let's go through the low end. This is the channel 2. There where it just kinda opens, then the mid. And that's really scoop sound. Almost this kind of plexi-like mid. I feel that the power tubes are also distorting a little bit when pushing the mids, because it's, you know, the volume up, the louder the volume into the power amp, the more the power tubes distort. Highs. Even when the highs are cranked, there is plenty of highs, but it's not necessarily like, you know, pierce. There where it opens. Yeah, 6.5 where it was. Okay, and the volume is a master volume. You know, you crank it louder, the power tube starts to woof woof. The sweet spot to me is like 4. Insanely loud, I must say. I can feel the cabinet rumbling there, because like I said, I'm just attenuating a bit. And then there's the boost. That is, I think, you know, you can control that with a foot switch, so you can have like a volume boost for leads, reverb. Well, it's a reverb. I'm not a big fan of reverbs on guitars. You know, dry resonance. So this is the kind of the negative feedback grumble, how much the low end, how the amplifier reacts with the cabinet. So because I'm not attenuating much, it's actually reacting with the cabinet and not with the fret. So I have the fret set to flat. You know, if I would attenuate a lot, then I would probably tweak the fret. But that's set to flat, so the amplifier doesn't react with the fret. It just attenuates a bit and it reacts with the cabinet. Okay, at noon I think it's pretty cool. Then the presence. This is like on you know, old 5150. I have a black letter here on 5152 from the 90s. So that the presence kind of starts to do something around 6 and 7 there, and then where it kind of, you know, you get the presence, at least how would I like. It's hair below 8. Okay, then let's check the burn switch. Okay, so it just adds everything more, at least gain and low end. It's a bit too much for me, so you know, I like it off. Then the channel 1 switch, the neck pickup. It's completely clean. Bridge pickup, you know, it overdrives, starts to clip a little bit because of the more powerful pickup. Let's check out the overdrive channel. It's like on the original 5150, it's more kind of like a rock channel, if you will. Cool, and you know, you can get it completely clean by taking the overdrive switch off. No need to, you know, add some gain and some volume. With a chorus. So with the bridge pickup, gain full, the clean, it starts to clip a little bit. This is basically really clean channel. Better clean than the original 5150 for sure. Okay, while we're at it, let me put on the original 5150 and let's see. let it warm a little bit. So the original, that is a lot sloppier amp, like woo, woo, woo. So you kind of, at least I always use an overdrive in front to tighten it up, because otherwise it can be, especially the more gain you have, the boo, 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 it becomes. But Tube Screamer, you know, changed the low end nicely, so it's tight. So I have no idea now the volume levels. Let's see. Well, pretty same level, and actually sound pretty same. Whatever's. Well, I have the black letter now dialed pretty similar. Lows are 6. Well, the mids are on 3, so a little bit less, but because of the Tube Screamer in front, you know, it adds bits. The treble is 6.5, volume is 4, master volume, resonance is 6, and the presence is here below 8, so pretty much like this. Well, you know, you have the sound in your head and you dial the amp accordingly. So, you know, I guess that's the sound in my head with 5150. So this is the iconic no overdrive in front. Then to the, I'm gonna switch to the 5150. Yeah, it's really similar, even though I haven't even, I didn't try to, because I just put this on, so I haven't. You'll probably get a pretty much very similar tone from this one than on the black letter, and without an overdrive. While we're at it, let's check that out with the Tube Screamer. Okay, I need to back up the gain. Maybe add some resonance, because it, you know, tightens the low one. Take some mids off. Okay, now let's compare to the 5150. The advantage of an overdrive in front, you know, you don't necessarily need to use the channel switch. You can just, you know, take the overdrive off and switch to, for example, in this case, to a, you know, not so high output single coil. And you get almost a clean sound. I really like this amp also with the Tube Screamer. It's just more of a feel thing, so I'm so used to playing with overdrive. Okay, let's take the Tube Screamer off. It's a little bit boo-boo more, and the feel is a little bit different. Hey! EVH 5150, iconic, great amp, and I think the price is quite reasonable too. Thank you Musics for letting me borrow this, and you know, check out the link in the description below or to Musics website so you can buy this actual amp. It's basically new because I played it now for 30 minutes, so inspected by me, it works, you know, it sounds great. If it doesn't sound great, I think the reason is then in the bathroom's mirror. Thanks for watching. hopefully you liked this and found this interesting and informative, like always. Until next time, take care, bye.